So this is a video walkthrough of the game Osmos HD for the iPad. I'd like to begin by giving you a crash course of how the game controls work, and I'm just going to start off at a simple level to demonstrate some of the controls of the game. So you basically control the blue orb, and in order to move, you tap on the opposite side of the direction that you want to move. And what happens is that your organism will eject mass in order to propel you forward. The objective of the game is mainly to either become the biggest organism by absorbing all the smaller ones, or to absorb a specific target. Although there are some other objectives which include sabotaging other organisms, but more on that later. So just to give you a demonstration, these two orbs, when they're blue, it means that you are larger than them and you can absorb them. If it's red, that means you have to avoid them. Okay, so once you absorb a mass that's smaller than you and you become bigger, the organisms that were previously red will now become blue to indicate that you are now able to absorb them. Now the environment is pretty fascinating because you can see that if you zoom out by pinching, the play area is huge, okay? And when you zoom in, you can see every detail of the action in detail because the graphics are really awesome. Take a look at some of the deeper levels. As you can see, it becomes very, very complex, but fun at the same time. So Odyssey Mode is basically story mode, and it walks you through the tutorial, basic floating, chasing objects, and precise control. So these are the different skills that the story mode wants to teach you as you play. For example, some of the modes require you to chase a particular object. Of course, at first, you have to become larger than the object. In arcade mode, you can select the type of game that you want to play. For example, in Impasse, you start off as a stationary object, and once you begin to move, everything else will begin to move as well, so it becomes rather tricky. So this kind of gameplay is slower, and you have to be more precise about your controls. As you can see, if you move too quickly and start juggling all the other orbs around, it's going to become very difficult to control. Okay, so this is a slower kind of gameplay, but also very, very, very interesting. I'm just going to show you one other type of gameplay. This involves chasing down other orbs that are similar to you, where they can also move. They have some form of artificial intelligence in them as well. And in the beginning, you can't see where they are, but these are the 3 green ones that you have to chase down. But first, you have to get big. So in this style of play, it's a lot faster. So there's a lot of variety in the game. Okay, so let me tell you what I like about the game. I think, first of all, the experience is very unique. When in the opening screen, it tells you that this game is best played using headphones. And I totally agree, because when you turn up the sound and you've got your headphones on, it really feels like you're in a different environment. The next big thing is the music. All of the music are pretty zen-like, sort of like the music you hear in a meditation class or at a spa. And you can choose to purchase some of these soundtracks off iTunes as well. The other thing that's great about this game is that you can connect to OpenFaint, which is the social network for gaming, so that you can share your high scores and compare your scores with your friends. As you progress in the game, you can unlock further levels of gameplay, and as you can see, I've unlocked the first 3 levels, but there are 13 in total at the moment. So there's many hours of gameplay in this single app. So in conclusion, I really like this game. I do find it quite addictive, and it's a great game to play when you have your headphones on, maybe late at night when it's all quiet and you really feel like you're in a different world, and you're no longer human. You're basically a cellular organism trying to survive in this amazing and yet beautiful world. So Osmos HD, I think it's great value for money. The graphics are awesome. The immersion effect of the music and the graphics combined is very unique, and I think you will find it quite refreshing compared to the other games that are out there. So I definitely give this game a thumbs up. It's a really good app.